Muslims everywhere are pissed after what Trump just said about the Muslim mayor of London following terror attacks. President Trump is tired of the politically correct nonsense coming from London's Mayor Sadiq Khan. The London mayor seems to be afraid of the radical Islamic terrorists and refuses to throw the hard hammer at them. Instead, the mayor of London prefers to be politically correct as if not wanting to hurt the feelings of the terror cells lurking in London. It appears to be, without need to explain, that the terrorists in London do not feel the same way about being politically correct. They are quite the opposite and just killed 7 people while injuring dozens more in the attack at the London Bridge. Trump threw verbal jabs at Khan and his obvious weakness, bashing Khan for his message for his residents to not be alarmed. Via Daily Mail. Donald Trump has criticized London Mayor Sadiq Khan just hours after a terror attack in the city on Saturday night left at least 7 people dead and 48 injured. The president took to Twitter early on Sunday morning to criticize Khan for telling residents of his city that there is no reason to be alarmed after 3 terrorists ran over a crowd of people and stabbed several others before being shot dead. But there was just a nasty attack involving a van and knives and 7 people gave their life to not be alarmed. Almost 50 others were injured because they were not alarmed. Maybe people in London should be very alarmed considering the 3 recent attacks including Westminster Bridge, Ariana Grande's concert, and now the London Bridge attack. London residents deserve better than this and they need a leader who will take matters into his own hands and strike down with action. Words aren't working anymore, folks. The residents of London need protection, armed police, and a sense of relief. The terrorists have needs too. I'm not sure what they are, but whatever their needs are, they're not going to be met if they keep attacking innocent people for no reason. These attacks don't ever, and won't ever, do anything useful for terrorists. There's simply no point to them because they do not have any lasting effect on people. Humans are naturally resilient and they endure hardships and move on. Some people say that Khan's comments about not being alarmed were taken out of context and he meant that about an increased presence in and around the British capital. Khan also condemned the attacks, but his residents need more than just words. Khan had earlier released a statement condemning the attacks as barbaric and cowardly. Trump said on Sunday morning, "We must stop being politically correct and get down to the business of security for our people. If we don't get smart it will only get worse." At least 7 dead and 48 wounded in terror attack and Mayor of London says there is no reason to be alarmed. Do you notice we are not having a gun debate right now? That's because they used knives in the truck. If the attackers at the London Bridge used guns, then all the anti-gun nuts would be having a wonderful day talking trash about gun laws and gun owners. But where is the talk about banning guns and knives? There is none. You know why? Because it doesn't matter what you ban or don't ban. Criminals won't follow the laws anyway. Criminals will use whatever weapons they can get their hands on, which is anything at any given time. The terrorists in London could have used guns if they wanted, but they used knives for a reason. They wanted to be more scary. They tried to be original. They forgot that there are police with guns and those guns were used to pump 50 rounds into 3 people. So what was accomplished that day besides a possible increase in gun sales? What will change tomorrow as a result of the attack on the London Bridge? If anything, it will cause normal everyday people to carry more weapons and be more aware of surroundings. Maybe more London police will be provided with firearms. Maybe more police are hired to walk the streets with weaponry suitable for self-defense and tactical offense if needed. Is it possible that the attackers chose the London Bridge because they knew 90% of the police force do not carry lethal weapons? It wasn't long until the armed police arrived and eliminated the threat, but it only took minutes for the attackers to murder a handful of people and injure dozens more. All it takes is a few seconds to cause enough damage to destroy innocent lives. What can London do to prevent another attack like this? What can Trump do to help London? One person thinks the travel ban should be heavily put into action.